Hi, Mike. Welcome back to Sessions.
Hi.
I want to just start off by saying today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'd like us to do a creative art activity together, and one of the activities that I find really helpful for my clients is journaling. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about your feelings, how things have been going for you lately, and we're going to kind of bullet point in our journal here what it is that we're talking about. I'd like you to be as expressive as you want in your journal. It's for your eyes to see. It's your journal. And I have a pen and paper here with me too, so that you don't feel like I'm totally pushing this on you to just sit there and write, and me just sit here and stare at you and make it awkward. Okay, so we're gonna kind of start off our session by first just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling today and how you're feeling right now in this moment with me.
Um, Definitely better than last week, but um, still off. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping and kind of getting lost in thought. I guess
Okay.
good way of putting it.
Okay. Do you want to kind of recap with me what happened? Would you like to talk about it again?
Sure. It was just a little over 2 weeks ago. Um, we got a call for a car accident on the highway, and
Because you're a paramedic, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yes. Uh, we headed to the scene. We got there shortly after the firefighters got there. Uh, the car was still burning, and the fellow who was driving. I think he either fell asleep at the wheel or had a heart attack. But he was uh, he was gone by the time that we reached there. The fire didn't really reach him too much, but he was in pretty bad shape from the impact. When he went into the median, he actually hit the berm for one of those turnarounds for state highway patrol and whatnot, and the car was pretty mangled. There wasn't a whole lot left of the guy.
Okay.
It was my first DOA, dead on arrival, um, and it was not a pretty sight.
Okay. So how are you feeling?
Honestly, I just kind of disturbed by the whole thing.
Disturbed?
I mean, I know in this line of work I'm going to be seeing a lot more of that, but I I guess for first time coming up on somebody who is already dead, I didn't expect it to be that messy.
Okay. So if it's all right with you, do you want to pause for a minute and just kind of journal down for me that you're feeling disturbed? I think that's a really good word to use for what's going on right now.
Just right disturbed, or
However you want to do it. Okay. Good. Okay. So one other thing that I would like to do as we're going through these emotions and how you're feeling is how do you think you're coping?
well, I guess as best as I could be. I did find myself drinking a bit more the past week,
Okay.
um, which I know isn't the healthiest coping mechanism, but uh, I don't know. I've always been so busy, never really got myself any hobbies or anything to distract myself.
Okay. Okay. Can you identify another emotion that's going on? We got disturbed. What else do we think is going on right now?
Just sort of, as lame as it sounds, just kind of depressed over the whole thing.
Depressed.
I mean, it was somebody's son, somebody's husband.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and write down depressed? Okay.
One more D word. Do I want a prize?
How about we go ahead and choose another word?
Unsure.
Okay. Okay, you can go ahead and write that down, and if you want, we can talk about those two. So we talked a little bit about disturbed, and now we have depressed, and now we have unsure. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that?
Chief wanted me to come into these meetings to kind of process what I saw. Some of the other guys said that was pretty gnarly for first time, and I was so sure that this was the career that I wanted, and after seeing that, after doing this for so short a time, I'm not 100% sure that. I'm sure I'll be able to get past it, and I'm sure that it gets easier as time goes on. The more you see something like that, the less awful it is. But
Okay.
I don't know. It's just kind of hard knowing that that's not going to be the last time seeing something like that.
Okay. So sometimes it's like you're thinking ahead.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
the future's kind of cloudy, I guess. I'm not really sure what comes next after this,
Okay, sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and come up with another emotion. It doesn't have to be a negative emotion.
Again, it sounds kind of lame, but I guess scared.
Scared. Okay. That's a huge one. Definitely write down scared.
Just, you don't want to see stuff like that. And again, if I continue, I know that I will in the future. And again, I know that everybody says it gets easier with time, but I don't know. I guess I also kind of feel guilty that we weren't able to do something for the guy. I mean, I don't know what we could have done. It looked like he was dead on impact, but.
Okay. So I think that maybe we'll try to come up with one more emotion. And why don't you try to find me an emotion that might not necessarily be a negative emotion? Do you think that you can find something positive about what you're going through and what's going on with you? I know it sounds kind of silly, but
this really wasn't one of those silver lining things. I guess I'm hopeful maybe that
okay.
that I'll be able to move forward.
Okay, definitely write hopeful down. Okay.
Oh, did you want me to write guilty as well?
Yes, if you haven't already.
I didn't. I'll write that.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't really my thing. I've always been kind of one of those that just, process your own emotions and deal with it, but I just had never seen something like that.
Sure.
It was just so messed up. I just kind of took the wind out of you. Seeing that.
Okay. So it sounds like you really are definitely going through a lot. And sometimes when we're doing this therapy, which is called person-centered therapy, it's really important to make sure that all of my attention and all of the focus is on you and your feelings and your emotions and what's going on with you is what's more important than anything else right now. So I'm really happy that you took time to write down the feelings that we kind of discussed. And I'm not one to ever really leave my sessions on like a really down note. I try to kind of look at a plan moving forward, but one of the most important things that we got to remember is that it's got to be your plan moving forward, not my plan. So, I'm here to guide you and I'm here to help you, but the decisions, the plans, the goals, it all has to come from you. And I'm here to help you create those goals, okay? So let's just maybe come up with one thing moving forward, something positive that you feel like you might be able to do for yourself between now and the next time I see you. It could be as vague as you want it to be. It could be as little, as big as you want it to be. Anything at all that you think is going to help you cope between now and next time you see me in the week.
I guess I could talk to the other EMTs that were there.
Okay.
Some of the more experienced ones, maybe.
Okay.
I've already been chatting with a couple of them. Like I said, they said it gets easier. I guess they might know some ways to deal with it better.
Sure. Do you think they've probably been to therapy before?
Well, hell, I mean, if they saw something like that, I imagine probably so.
Sure. So maybe you wouldn't feel so alone knowing that they've definitely maybe gone through the same experience before.
Probably.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that we did really well today, and I think that we got a lot accomplished. One more thing, and now that we've kind of set our goal of we're going to talk to our fellow EMTs and we're going to just kind of process things, just how are you feeling right now? How are you feeling after we've kind of talked about things and wrote some stuff down?
Still pretty messed up, but I guess having a clearer path forward, it's I guess not quite as scary going forward, I guess.
So it's a little bit less scary moving on and having a plan ahead of us. A plan of attack.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I like it. It was really nice talking to you today. And I'll see you again in 1 week, okay?
Okay.